Hi, my name is Ashok and welcome to this video. In this video, let's talk about the basic question which is asked: what is your greatest strength? Now, you must be wondering, you can just brag about all the positive things that you have, or you could go in detail and talk about at length, but that's not the case. It has to be okay. There is a uh, specific content and answer that the interviewer is expecting from you. Okay, so what I expect from you is not be arrogant in when you speak about your greatest strength, but in fact be humble in nature, so that you are putting your best nature forward and the right kind of character when you answer this question. Okay, so I have got a few tips and tricks which will be handy for you. So the way you could answer is, if you can be relevant uh, to the question, to the job description that this job is demanding from you, then it's good. Okay, so be relevant. Don't talk about any strength that is out of the scope of this job. Okay, so for example, you can be relevant by talking about for example, the job is about inside sales, okay, or customer engagement. So you can be relevant by talking about your strength when you actually develop meaningful relationship with your customer, and how you helped evolve from that problematic situation, and you put back things in control. Okay, so that's the point. Okay, now you should be specific as well. When I say specific, I want you to be quantify your strength. Okay, for example, again back to the customer engagement and sales role, if you can be specific by actually mentioning that you, because of your connection, because of your involvement, because of your leadership skills, your your relationship with the customer improved so much that they were happy to work with you, and because of this involvement and two-way dialogue between you and a customer, the sales quite double in that specific quarter, you can say, right? Or so if you can quantify your results and specific on that outcome, I think you will be doing a good job. Now, the third point I have is, if you can highlight both technical and soft skills, I think that would be the greatest thing that interviewer can hear from you. Okay, what I mean is, if for example, if you have been a project manager in your role and you were into a customer engagement project, and so you can be like highlighting your technical skills. For example, you used your project plan and your your skill to apply that tool. For example, you're tracking the releases in your Jira or Confluence. So all those technical skills that you can talk about, and how you use those technical skills to be able to effectively communicate back to the customer, so that you both are on the same page. Yeah, so that's the soft skill I'm talking about. Now that's how you can actually highlight your answer. So now, if you would like to answer, if you would like to know me how I could answer this, listen to this. So go ahead and ask me, what is your greatest strength? Well, thank you for asking about my strength. What I bring to the team is a strong record in relationship building. At the heart of it, I'm happiest when I am engaging with people and motivating them and strategizing them with the actual reality, so that we can help each other and take team forward. I find that sometimes in sales, people tend to be overly transactional. Okay, either ways, even customer as well as the person who is addressing the customer needs. But I believe that my superpower is in actually establishing meaningful connections first, and then taking things gradually to the fruitful outcome. Okay, so I believe in the business of doing transformations, rather than just believing in the having the in the billing of having transactions getting closed. Okay, so for example, last year when I was working with Telstra, one of the key clients, the client himself told me that he I was the best transition project manager that he had ever met. So these connections have led to actually the more more enthusiasm, more involvement from the customer side, because based on the meaningful connection that I made, and in record time we were able to migrate a good number of sites of the the services on the site onto NBN, and this helped me actually to avoid any disruptions from the NBN, and thus I could fulfill the NBN's order to activation operations. And in fact, I outperformed most of my peers by 20%. And it would be probably relevant to share that I started in that role, in that field, without any contacts. You see, that is how I could answer this my question, and I hope you like this session. And good luck with this answering this question. Bye for now. See you in my next video.